Okay, so we have a 3v3 Gunslinger team battle, and this is the second match because the first match, unfortunately, my recording software, it either crashed or something happened. Long story short, it messed up, so we are going from here. Next match in the team battle, Moe, who won the last battle for HB and is using Magus. Her original matchup was against Eradicator's first Thunder Draco Kid with Electric Shaper Dragon, which neither of them really got a chance to do anything because Moe pushed them to high damage before getting to grade 3, just so we have a just so we have a cap on exactly what happened. And now in the next match, she's going up against Magia.
The early guard.
I will say that Magia actually got a lot of things that are good, but not Harry dependent,
Yeah.
which they really, really needed that because there are a lot of things that I just realized Moe's at 0 damage, so she guarded the first one. And okay, but yeah, one of the biggest issues with Pale Moons is that it's kind of one of those clans where if you don't ride what you intend to ride, you kind of have a problem.
hmm I mean, they have some nice, things that you can get away with riding, like that one that retires if you still buy something. But I mean, obviously you're gonna need Harry. Well, you're gonna want to have Harry no matter what.
So Moe is commenting that in the last game she actually called Psychic Bird with the starter skill for Magus and had no way of knowing what it was. She basically did the same thing again with Silent Tom in this turn.
Yeah.
She also didn't ride, so unless she doesn't have the grade 3, she's basically baiting Seabreeze.
And I don't think the opposition is because they actually Harry.
I mean, they went to Harry and didn't see Breeze, and I can only guess the reason they didn't see Breeze is because they want to save their counterblast for other things.
Yeah. Either that or they don't believe that the series is not. But I mean, then again, up to them. Not my just
I
not my
mean, I don't condone the G2 game, but if you're going to allow it, then anything that happens after that is your fault.
Yeah.
I mean, the starter on Elucidator's side, Elucidator, Elucidator,
Elucidator.
Elucidator. Okay, so the starter on Elucidator's side is actually Cat Knight. So if he had done Stride, he could have got some free calls. I mean, I guess we don't like free
Yeah.
calls. I mean, he could have went Cat Knight into Cutie into Dark Side Princess, and that in itself is scary. Not even counting anything else. He kind of had no reason not to do that unless he really, really wants his counterblast that badly.
She said Paisley Vegas, but it was actually Shrine Guard Sunagad. I was about to say Sunag.
Moe's psychic
Uh oh.
abilities are only once per game. Moezilla, once per card fight, you can know the top card of your deck for no reason, despite not looking at it. Also, I'm really curious as to why she did Susanoo first instead of uh, Mega Stride.
I think she's saving Mega Strike. But then
She might
again,
be
at the same
saving
time,
it for later, and I guess, to be fair, she didn't really have much she could do with it. Like, it didn't do a lot in that situation.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fighting the boss that changes the weather, and I have the music playing. It's actually pretty good. It fits the car fight theme. Yeah,
Wakahiru, Wakahirume, Wakahirume is a GB2.
yeah. Waka waka waka.
So Moe
Happy.
does run it. Last time I checked, she ran 4 of it in this deck, which is more than this deck should run. But yeah, it's GB2, so that's why she didn't use it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Running only 2 of that in Mega specifically makes much more sense. You can get away with 4 in Susanoo because, on stride skill gives you the extra card you need to have Oracle in time. Not to mention Kusanagi.
30k. Versus
Moe was pushed to 5 because of a critical trigger.
Yeah.
I also find it funny and interesting that she rides Ring Magus almost intentionally. I don't know if she had to or if it's that she just doesn't care otherwise. No, actually, I think she did it on purpose because the last game she rode Ring Magus when she had Pentagonal and called it as a rear. Though I don't remember the sequence of events in that sense because he might have gotten the Pentagonal later. So Takumi Kazuchi, checking top 4. There's a ring and a Pentagonal up there. Looks like Moe's going to put 2 cards in top, 2 cards in bottom, and then draw. It makes sense if you really don't want your opponent seeing what you're doing. In a way, it technically doesn't matter, but privacy is always an important thing.
Especially for OT, because once you know what they have,
So we're trying to go Tom for game, but one critical short of being able to do that. So she could try to ring Magus. It'll cost a counterblast to guess. Then again, to be fair, what else is this deck using counterblast for?
I knew it was going to be Silent Tom.
Top was Silent Tom, not Stellar Magus.
I felt like saying call is a Silent Tom, but then when she says Stellar Magus, I was like, I haven't seen Stellar Magus, so maybe it would be Stellar.
I think she just used Stellar Magus in order as stride fodder. I'm pretty sure she did that. Yeah, she did. So 21k is stopped by a Generation Guard.
Yep.
Generation Guards. Ruining Tom's dreams since anime episode 23, I think.
Yeah, I remember I remember from
Yeah,
the
Gears
episode
Crisis
2 and 3.
23.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are the Aquaman specials. 18 is runs through the moon.
And Mana specifically says, "You want to know what I hate about Pale Moons, Harry Stride, and Millward." Harry Stride, I would say Harry Stride by itself isn't that bad. It's more of what you can do around it that makes it annoying as hell.
Yeah, especially if
Millward,
you can.
I actually rarely see it used
I
for some
don't
reason.
see Miller used. What the most that I see used is
People basically just do either Mephisto or
start a,
Top Hat Dragon, as Rose calls it, in order to set up
I,
for Harry's second turn and then
I
just Harry for game.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
personally see
I
happen a
haven't
lot.
either that or people going to Amanda. It's just like Amanda is really going to that unless you
People usually
Harry.
go into Amanda if they plan to make the game last a little longer.
Yeah, Harry Stride is actually something that I know, especially if you have counterbalancing.
Harry Stride is one of those things you make sure you have the counterblast for it because it's that good.
And I can see why he didn't do Sea Breeze because he already used two for the last 10.
Yeah, he didn't want to Sea Breeze because he wanted to keep his counterblast so he could do this. So 2 rear guards are going to go into the soul, then Cutie Paratrooper happens.
He needs to keep checking the soul just in case it's there. Sure you could put in there that he can
Well, he has to keep checking the soul to pull things out of the soul in order to call from soul.
pick up triggers.
Gotta have that soul power.
So why wouldn't you just take the other one?
So this is 26k, and the other side is going to be more. So Moe's going to have to pick her poison here. The odds of being able to guard both are low. And unfortunately, we all knew the top card was Silent Tom. Oh, good games. Moe, you did your best. Especially considering what you're up against. On to the next fight.